never hold the mic, yet they move the world with sound. This is Ghostwriting Beyond Lyrics, composers, producers, and beatmakers.
Welcome to Mega Wealth Magnet, where we uncover the secrets of wealth, power, and influence across the biggest industries. Let's dive in.
Now let's dive into the opening scene, the unseen hands behind the music. We all know the faces behind the fame, but what about the hands behind the sound? The minds that compose the melodies, build the beats, and shape entire albums from the shadows. You hear the hit, you sing the chorus, you feel the beat in your bones. But rarely do you stop to ask, who built this? Who whispered that haunting melody into the track? Who stitched the rhythm that makes your soul move? We often speak of ghostwriters like they only deal in words. But in reality, the most powerful ghosts in music don't write lyrics. They compose emotions, build soundscapes, and create the backbone of songs that define generations. Today, we're going beyond the mic, into the shadows, to meet the true architects of the sound. Composers, producers, and beatmakers. They may never take center stage, but they are the stage. Welcome to a side of ghostwriting you were never told about, where producers, composers, and beatmakers quietly shape the music industry. Let's pull back the curtain.
With that foundation set, let's move on to Scene 1, the hidden architects of sound. Ghostwriting doesn't stop at lyrics. From the haunting keys of Billie Eilish's When the Party's Over to the pulsating Afrobeat rhythm of Burna Boy's hits, there's a whole underground of creators who never touch the mic but control the mood. They're composers, beatmakers, and producers, and their fingerprint is on every chart-topping song. Moving to Scene 2, Beatmakers, the sound sculptors. Let's start where the music begins, the beat. In a dim room with nothing but a laptop and headphones, a young producer builds a rhythm out of silence. Every kick, snare, hi-hat, and bass line is chosen like brushstrokes on a canvas. This is the realm of beatmakers, creatives like Metro Boomin, Rexy, Sars, and Illmind. They're not just creating background music, they're crafting the emotional skeleton of every track. Without them, the song has no pulse. But here's the twist. They often get paid once. No publishing, no performance royalties, no fame. Yet, their work becomes global anthems. It's a beautiful paradox. They create the wave, but rarely ride it. Unlike vocal ghostwriters, beatmakers often get credited, but not celebrated. They walk the thin line between visibility and invisibility. And in the streaming era, where sound is king, they're more important than ever, but rarely become household names. Next, Scene 3, the composer's role, writing music without words. Not all ghostwriters are concerned with lyrics. Some deal in raw emotion. Composers are often the spiritual backbone of a song. They write the actual musical structure, chords, melodies, string sections. Composer sits before a blank sheet, not to write bars, but to build mood, scaling minor chords for heartbreak, shifting key signatures for hope, layering strings for tension. They give songs the soul beneath the sound. In genres like Afrobeats, K-pop, and Bollywood, and even film scores, composers often remain invisible, creating the musical DNA for stars they'll never meet. The composer might never meet the performer, yet their influence is monumental. Take Ludwig Göransson, who composed for Childish Gambino and Black Panther, or, in Nigeria, Mastercraft, whose harmonic genius transcends lyrics. These are the composers behind the curtain, and the industry would be nothing without them. Now, let's talk about Scene 4, the producer's realm, making the magic happen. A producer doesn't just make beats. They guide the emotional journey of a track, from tension to release, from heartbreak to hype. In many ways, the producer is the director of a song. When an artist walks into a session with lyrics or half-baked melodies, it's the producer who brings those fragments to life. They mold the vibe. They coach the vocals. They say, let's try this chord here, or sing it softer, feel it more. Think of Quincy Jones producing Michael Jackson's Thriller, Metro Boomin for Future, or SARS for Wizkid, or Don Jazzy shaping the sound of Afrobeats royalty. Their gift is more than beats, it's vision. They're the ones who turn lyrics into living, breathing music. And yet, many still call them just beatmakers. That's like calling a director a cameraman. A good producer doesn't just make music, they manifest moments. Shifting our focus to the next Scene 5, the cost of silence, credit, contracts, and ghost agreements. Let's talk about what they don't want you to see, the cost of invisibility. Whether it's reggaeton, hip-hop, Afrobeats, pop, or dancehall, behind every genre is a web of uncredited minds. Some sell their beats online, others sign NDAs. Many producers and composers sign away their rights just to survive. They're paid a flat fee and asked to never speak of it again. Their beats fuel platinum records, yet they live check to check. In the digital age, SoundCloud producers sell full rights for $50, unaware their beat just hit 1 billion streams. Some legends, like Scott Storch, have spoken out. Others remain hidden, bound by non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, and fear of blacklisting. Many live in the shadows of fame they helped create. They're not just ghostwriters, they're the ghost builders of the industry. This silence isn't just unfair, it's a tragedy. Because without these ghosts, the stars wouldn't shine half as bright. As the story unfolds, we arrive at Scene 6, when ghosts become stars, crossing the line. Not all ghosts stay hidden. Some rise, some ghost producers step into the spotlight. Think Kanye West, Pharrell Williams, Don Jazzy, Pheelz. They evolved from background geniuses to full-blown artists. But not everyone makes the leap. Some choose to remain shadows, while others struggle to escape them. Pharrell Williams started in the shadows, producing for Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, and Jazzy. But soon, he stepped out, and the world couldn't look away. The same happened with Pheelz in Nigeria. Once known only by tags in instrumentals, now he sings, performs, tours. For these few, ghostwriting was just the first chapter. But for every one Pharrell, there are 1,000 others, just as brilliant, just as essential, who never step out of the shadows. Why? Sometimes fear, sometimes loyalty. Often, it's the system keeping them in the dark. Now, let's explore Scene 7. Ghostwriting in the Age of AI. The future of sound. And now, a new kind of ghost looms on the horizon, AI. AI is entering the scene. Tools like Beethoven, Suno, and AI melody makers threaten to automate creativity. With tools like Suno, Boomi, and AIVA, anyone can generate full compositions without lifting a finger. The beatmaker's art risks becoming a button. The composer's struggle reduced to code. But creativity cannot be truly automated. The soul of music, the pain, the hope, the human touch, still belongs to people. Will future producers become even more invisible? Or will they rise above the machines? So, to the next generation of ghost creators, adapt, evolve, but don't disappear. The world needs your fingerprints on sound.
And that brings us to the end of a truly remarkable journey. Give credit to the shadows. So next time your heart dances to a rhythm, or you cry to a chorus or favorite track, ask yourself, who really made this? Who sculpted the rhythm, shaped the mood, and whispered melodies into the soul of the song? Remember, ghostwriting goes beyond lyrics. The stars may sing it, but someone else built it. A beatmaker dreamed it, a composer scored it, a producer made it live. These are the ghostwriters beyond lyrics. It's time we celebrated the silent symphonies and those who composed them. If we must celebrate music, let's also celebrate those who shape it in silence. Enjoyed this journey into the heartbeat of the music industry? Then hit that like button, subscribe to Mega Wealth Magnet, and share this with someone who loves music deeply. Drop a comment. Who's one producer, composer, or beatmaker you think deserves the spotlight? Let's give credit to the shadows. And stay tuned for more eye-opening stories behind the sound. Thanks for watching.